So today James and I are off to Imbil, which is just north of Kenilworth. It's the first time we've ridden around here, but we're in the hunt for some single track today, and just to have a look and see what the area has to offer. So started off just by checking out a Prius, just to make sure there's no dead body inside. There wasn't, but in hindsight that's pretty obvious because I don't think Prius is actually making enough fumes to kill anyone anyway. So that was all good. I think someone might have just been parked up to go for a bushwalk. And unlike the Prius, which doesn't make any fumes, James is doing his bit to the environment, just warming up the Sherco.
That's how you put up a kickstand.
In case any of you are wondering why I've got my name tag on my bike, it's a little handy hint for those people at home. A lot of these new European bikes, especially the dirt bikes, don't have any security. They're not key start, so you just push a button. And I don't know where the key is to lock the steering head, so I've actually just installed my own little security device. I figure if I put my name on it and it gets stolen, I'll be able to identify it quite easily. I just tell the police to look for a bike that says Ben on it. A bit like when I was at high school and I lost my pants for physical education. Luckily my mum had written Ben on the label and we found them quite easily. So yeah, just a little trick for you punters at home. So as you can see, it was definitely very wet. We did have a full week of rain, so a lot of mud. There's another car full of dead bodies. Maybe it was washed downstream in the flood, but you can see that there's quite a bit of damage from floodwaters recently. And actually this track did say road closed, so
Well, that's a bit of an obstacle. Oh, fucking hell. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
That's it, off to the left.
You go first.
Fucking hell, that's a bit steep. Fucking hell.
So it was right about here that we had our first obstacle of the day, and it was a log which wasn't of a particularly large size, but it was just slippery and on a cross angle, which means that with the back tyre on a motorbike it just tends to grip up and slip straight over. Off to the left there was a bit of a ravine where I could see that a few previous attempts had ended up. You can see that where it was all worn out from other bikes going through. So here we go, it doesn't look too hazardous from here. So I start just by getting the front over. So small wheelie. That's it, easy like that. And then the thing is just to focus on the left, focused on the, that's it, look down there, think about that, and there goes the bike. Straight where I wanted it to go, right into the ravine where everyone else had been. And I'm going to try and talk as much as I can over the top of this video because my puffing and puffing sounds a bit creepy. It sort of sounds rapey and gives people tingles. So I'll talk over the top and I'll try and lower the volume for the rest of it too. So here goes James. He's going to take a slightly different line than me. He's going to stay well and truly away from the crater on the left. So he's going to go for the taller bit of the stump. Let's see how he fares. Getting a decent line up and a run up. Couple of flicks to the throttle. Boom, over goes the front wheel. Perfect.
You got it?
Or maybe not.
Hang on.
There we go, 2 bikes down.
Yep.
And managed to save the day.
Yeah, I got it.
So any kids out there watching this, what you're watching here is 2 professionals, so don't try this at home too quickly. It takes years of practice. We had to be in our 40s before we knew how to ride bikes like this. It's taken years and years of our lives and dedication to get this good. So the message is hang in there, and when you're 40 you'll be this good too.
Stay. Stay. I think you just need speed and just get the front over and just don't touch the accelerator at all for the back.
Yeah, that momentum, bit of inertia to pull you over it.
At last! At last we find it.
Yeah.
Alright, after you. Oh, fuck. We should come back with a machete.
Yeah, it's proper overgrown, eh? Let's see where I was going. Goes that way as well. Goes behind us.
Do you know what? That's actually a marked road.
What?
What we just came up.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
It's a four-wheel drive track.
No way.
No, I don't think it is. But it's marked.
Yeah. You can get much up there other than the bike.
Might go have some of bloody Pedro's tick tablets when I get home.
Oh shit. Yeah, like rolling around in the fucking stuff.
Bloody lantana everywhere.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright. Just ahead. We got that.
Yeah, you've got. Where'd the road go?
Yeah, it all links up now. So it's all good if we went up that way.
Alright, shall we go?
Close.
So after a little bit more riding down this single track, we came to the realisation that there was just too much bush for us. We just couldn't plough through this bush, and bush just wasn't our thing. So this was the final hill that we had to climb back up to get out of all of this scrub. It was fairly easy just slipping all our way down, but we now had to sort of get our way back up. So I missed catching James's first attempt getting up the hill, but he managed to make it to there. And so he's coming back down, and I'm going to have a crack now. So here we go, second gear, and the idea here is to keep the engine somewhere between idle and red line.
Same spot. Same spot.
And here goes James again on attempt number 2.
So we're taking a bit of air out of the tyre. James is almost cooked.
Here he goes, attempt number 3. Of course, I stopped recording on all of my failed attempts, and when I finally did get up, I didn't have it on camera. But anyway, here goes James again.
Right at the top.
So that was the end of our ride for the day. We basically got up that hill and took the main road back to the car and got home and had a beer and a rest because we were stuffed.